Experts fear a new federal proposal will put further strain on nursing students. The new scholarships helping to address a shortage of nurses here in the state line.
Plus, those who still don't have their real IDs soon could be facing fees. When and how your TSA check at the airport may cost you.
And a 40-foot-tall tree now stands in downtown Rockford. The work done this morning to prepare for Stroll on State.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Edwards. We thank you for being here. Tonight at 5, we are learning new legislation may make it harder for nursing students to receive federal loans.
The U.S. Department of Education is proposing a new rule to exclude nursing from professional degree programs. That means students studying for a higher level degree would lose some loan eligibility. The proposal would also cap lifetime loans for graduate students at $100,000. The U.S. is already facing a nursing shortage. Experts say the changes could add more strain to an already thin workforce. Locally, Swedish American Health Foundation is doing its part to fight the nursing shortage.
Today, officials announced the recipient of a nursing scholarship. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Lewandowski spoke with the scholarship winner earlier today. Stephen?
That's right, Wendell. I spoke with Holly Mitchell-Brewer, and she just found out this morning that she's being awarded the scholarship, and she couldn't be more excited for the opportunity. The Andrea Adams BSM Memorial Scholarship was created to aid UW Health employees who aspire to become registered nurses. Holly says it's been a lifelong dream of hers to become a nurse. Since receiving the $2,000 scholarship, her dream is becoming reality.
My whole entire life, I've always been in healthcare, and I've always wanted to become a nurse. I want to reach the top to finally become a registered nurse, like an overseer, and reach my goal in life and teach my 5-year-old son that you can do anything. You just keep striving, just never give up.
Holly has already passed her entrance exam and starts nursing classes at Rasmussen in January. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Stephen. University of Illinois College of Medicine Rockford is recognizing the importance of health care outside of a big city. Students and staff gathered on campus today for Rural Health Day. It's recognized nationwide every November. A panel discussion was held for those with the college's Rural Medicine Education program, which was developed in response to a shortage of healthcare access in some areas. We spoke with one panel member, a graduate of the program, about the challenges.
Trying to get people to come back to rural communities to stay for a long period of time. It presents its unique challenges. You need to be able to think fast, to work independently, and be able to care for a whole community and be an integral part of that community. So I think that what we're doing here, trying to recruit some of those unique individuals that can practice in rural communities like myself, I think that that's kind of what we're looking at with this event today.
3 awards were also handed out today. They went to Senator Dick Durbin, Freeport's FHN, and Jacksonville Memorial Hospital. It's National Family Caregivers Month. Being a caregiver for a loved one can be stressful, especially since it's usually unpaid. Experts say family caregivers often put their needs last, which is why self-care is crucial. Things like meditating or breathing exercises can reduce stress. If someone you know is a caregiver, offer to help them out by watching their loved ones so they can have a day off.
Police arrest a Sterling man tonight following a drug trafficking investigation. Andrew Knapp now faces multiple drug possession trafficking charges. Sterling began investigating a home on 7th Avenue in Sterling this month, and today officers from multiple agencies searched that house. They found more than 4 pounds of cannabis inside. Knapp was arrested and was granted pretrial release. He's due back in court in January.
Traveling without a real ID or passport could cost you soon. The TSA is proposing a new rule under the Real ID law. Under the rule, travelers who go to a TSA checkpoint without a real ID or passport will be charged $18. The fee is going toward a new system that's being installed to confirm your identity. That fee covers your travels for 10 days, so if your return flight is just a few days later, you don't have to pay the $18 again. The new rule could take effect as early as January. The TSA says additional guidance will be announced in the coming days.
City of Rockford getting into the holiday spirit tonight. Crews with Tree Care Enterprises delivered the city's official downtown Christmas tree this morning. It's a 40-foot tall blue spruce. It's in preparation for Stroll on State. The installation was supposed to happen earlier this week, but it was delayed because of the weather. Tree Care has participated in the annual Tree Harvest Day for each of its 13 years.
I've operated tree care enterprises for 48 years. I grew up here in Rockford, so it's a good way to give back to the community. I think it's really important to give back.
For the past 3 years, all of the Stroll on State trees have been donated from the same property. The tree was brought from Rockford's east side to downtown, traveling about 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, with the help of a police escort, it took over an hour to make its way to Main and Elm Streets. Our Rianne Wiles saw the tree arriving in downtown. She has more.
That's right. The tree is officially up here in downtown Rockford on Main and Elm Street. It is installed today for Stroll on State, which is next Saturday, November 29th. Now, the tree will officially be lit at 6 p.m. next Saturday, and that is the kickoff to the holiday season here. We are so excited for all things Stroll on State. There's going to be fireworks, a drone show. It all starts with the Dasher Dash 5K that morning. There's a parade, all things holiday season. We are so excited to be here. This is a 40-foot tall tree, one of the biggest that Stroll on State has had. We're in our 13th year of Stroll on State. Looking forward to just celebrating the holidays with family, friends, and our wonderful community here in Rockford. If you're interested in helping Stroll on State volunteers, you can show up starting tomorrow. They're going to be decorating the lampposts, the tree itself with some garlands, some ornaments, all things holiday season. We are looking forward to it right here in Rockford.
Thank you, Rianne. Our Remarkable Women contest is back for another year.
We're honoring women who've influenced our community through our Remarkable Women initiative. To nominate someone remarkable in your life, just go to our website, mystateline.com, and find the Remarkable Women tab under the Community tab. Nominations will run through December 19th. Our local winner this year wins a trip to Nashville. We will announce our Remarkable Woman winner in March.
A State Line business owner looking to give back to the community.
When we come back, his partnership with a local nonprofit with the goal of helping kids in need.
And coming up tonight at 6, an Ogle County business has expanded its reach worldwide. We'll step inside the showroom of Danley Wood Products and tonight's Made in the State Line.
Not a lot of movement in our temperatures here this afternoon thanks to the abundance of cloud cover, and with that we've also got some fog and drizzle that'll persist here through this evening. How long these clouds are expected to stick around, all coming up in the first warm forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Sports Director Scott Lever, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
A Belvedere car dealer is looking to give back to the community. He started his own toy drive for Christmas presents for children who may not get one this year.
Eyewitness News reporter Rico Holland spoke with him today. So Rico, why is he doing this?
So Wendell, Mimi, he says his inspiration is turning his blessings into goodwill for others. Shane Gillenwater says he's already collected around 30 to 40 gifts. This isn't the average shopping trip for Shane Gillenwater. He's donating all of these toys to kids for Christmas.
It was just something, a little conversation with my wife and I about what we could do to help the community. And we have a soft spot for Rock House Kids. And so we prayed about it, and it felt like the Lord told us, hey, you should generate a toy drive.
Shane's partnering with Rock House Kids to collect presents for children who may not have gifts under their tree this year. Director of Rock House Kids, Dee Lackney, says these presents will mean the world for the kids.
I'm like, oh my goodness, what a blessing. So Christmas time is huge for us because many of our kids, this is their Christmas. If they might not have anything when they go home.
Shane started the drive Wednesday and has already purchased nearly 40 toys. He says his gifts is just him passing his blessings onto others.
My family has been blessed tenfold, and so we're just doing what we can to push the blessings down the road.
Shane plans to collect toys for the next 2 weeks. He's asking others and hope they join the cause.
Our goal is to fill up the entire bed of the truck with stuffed animals, toys, presents, and we just want to bless these children. We want to drop off a van full of toys so that way these kids can have the best Christmas ever.
And Shane will be running the drive through December 4th. The gift collected will be donated to the children at Rock House Kids on December 13th during their Christmas party. If you want to donate, you can find more information in this story at mystateline.com. Wendell?
Rico, thank you. Jury, cloudy, gloomy, foggy. That was our weather today in the State Line.
Sure was. Coming up, Candace lets us know when we may see a little more sunshine. Her full forecast coming up next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, different day, same weather story. We've been stuck with the cloud cover, the drizzle and the fog here pretty much the entire afternoon and evening. Very drizzly out there too from time to time, and we might actually see some of that drizzle kind of increase with a weak little system passing through, a weak upper level system. But we maintain those cloudy skies, which really held our temperatures fairly steady from the low 40s this morning only to the upper 40s here this afternoon, and those clouds are pretty persistent. We've also had some areas of fog where visibility is down to 3 miles right now in Rockford, 2 in Janesville, 7 in DeKalb, and 5 currently in Monroe. 47 that temperature from Monroe to Freeport, out to Rockford, 45 out in DeKalb. Not much of a breeze out there, and it's a little bit of that southerly wind that brought us into the upper 40s, but the cloud cover really kind of kept things on the cooler side, even though temperatures pretty much right where they should be. It would just be nice if we had some sunshine, but look at these steady numbers. I mean, from yesterday late afternoon, evening, all the way through tonight into early this morning, those temperatures stayed at 42 degrees. They did not move. It wasn't until late morning through the afternoon that we actually made that temperature all the way up to 48 degrees. Now, I wish I could say that we're going to get rid of some of the cloud cover here tonight and tomorrow, but it just doesn't look like it. We may chip away at those low kind of gray looking stratus clouds, but we still have higher level clouds moving in from our storm system that will pass us to the south, but we still get the cloud cover from that. So either way you look at it, we've got clouds sticking around through tonight and into tomorrow. And with that cloud cover tonight, I think again that'll keep our temperature right around that 40-degree mark. If we do get a little thinning to take place, 38, 39 degrees, a couple of spots could drop to there, mainly across southern Wisconsin and maybe out across northwest Illinois. 49 for tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy again, maybe not quite as gray of a look, but we're still dealing with those clouds as our winds turn to the north and northwest. There's actually a weak boundary that'll move through here later this evening. All that's really going to do is shift that wind around to the northwest for tomorrow, so notice the wind direction. And again, Futurecast is kind of clearing us out a bit, so if we do see some of that, upper 30s will be likely, but I think a lot of us will stay around that 40-degree mark. We'll maintain the mid and upper 40s for tomorrow, for our Friday. Really any rainfall staying down to the south. At the far northernmost point, it could come up close to Interstate 88, but a lot of us are looking to stay fairly dry. Now, there is a push of drier air coming in Friday night into Saturday, so I do think that gives us at least a little sunshine. We'll see a few clouds there Saturday afternoon, but at least we get out of this very, very cloudy stretch of weather we've been in, and the sunny skies will continue there as we head into Sunday. Now, let's talk about what we've got coming on going into next week, because we are going to get a pattern change, which will drop our temperatures down as we get closer to Thanksgiving. So we've got a cold front that'll be passing through sometime during the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. The exact timing of that going into the Thanksgiving holiday will be dependent on where exactly low pressure moves. We've got a couple positions and places that low pressure could develop and move along, whether it stays to the north in Canada or moves across the northern Great Lakes. Each one of those will kind of determine how fast that cold air comes in. So it may be delayed a little bit on Wednesday, but definitely by Thursday, I think those temperatures will be dropping back, and that means Thursday's high for Thanksgiving will be likely falling back through those 30s. Up until then, still looks like we've got the 50s there heading into the weekend. Still looks like a nice weekend to be out and enjoy and kind of get some things done if you need to outdoors. And then we've got another chance for some rain moving in. Could be as early as Monday afternoon into early Tuesday, and then keeping an eye on that cold front and the timing Wednesday into Thursday.
Thank you, Candace.
Drew's in next with sports. The Bears are preparing for the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend, but will Aaron Rodgers be healthy enough to play?
And the Fighting Illini men's basketball team recovering from their matchup with the Alabama Crimson Tide. The highlights are next.
Now sports with Drew Collins.
The first place Bears has a nice jingle to it. Chicago is awaiting their matchup with the Steelers this weekend as they fight to keep their win streak alive. And they may or may not be facing a familiar foe. Aaron Rodgers is questionable with a fracture in his left wrist that he suffered against the Bengals last week. He did not practice yesterday, but he did take limited snaps today. Although Rodgers claims he owns the Bears, Chicago under Ben Johnson is gearing up for war. This Bears team is now 7-3 and in first place in the NFC North. Last time the Bears won the North was in 2018. If the Bears win this week, they'll have 8 wins in just 12 weeks. Even if Chicago does not win the North, the Magic win total last year for a wild card spot was 11.
I don't ever flip into this is a higher stake game than the other. That's never you start falling into that trap, and you start looking at records, or you start looking at where teams are, where other teams are, where we're at, and you start comparing and doing all these different things, and so then you start getting distracted with where you want to go and where you want to be as a team and as an organization.
Last night, the Bulls were in Portland taking on the Trailblazers. Kobe White was getting crafty, drives towards the basket, kicks it out, and that's Nikola Vucevic with an incredible last-second three-pointer to win the game, 122 to 121. This is the second time this year Nikola Vucevic has made a game-winning shot. The Bulls are now 8-6 on the season. Also last night, the 8th-ranked Fighting Illini dropped their first loss of the season. They hosted 11th-ranked Bama and fell 90 to 86. The Illini had it within 3 points with under a minute to go, but the defense could not get a stop. The Illini will play the 3rd-ranked UConn Huskies in just 8 days. And tonight, the Blackhawks will host Seattle. Puck drop is at 7. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Boy, this morning it was so gloomy and drizzly and foggy, and I thought, as the day goes on, it might clear up a little bit.
It did not.
It
No.
It was hard to get going this morning.
Right?
I mean, to get
I got
up
and went back to bed.
I know, right? I almost wanted to, too. I was this close to taking a nap, and I was like, nope, Candace, got to get up.
It's good napping weather.
It is good napping weather. We've got cloud cover that'll stick around through the day tomorrow, too. I think the weekend there will be improvements there. The First Warn Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More. We don't have rain, but we've got plenty of drizzle and fog out there, and that'll stick around here through tonight along with some of the cloud cover. 49 for tomorrow. We're at 50 on Saturday, mid-50s on Sunday. Keeping an eye on our rain chances early next week, and then it will get colder as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday.
Thank you, Candace.
And thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at 6.